What's up, y'all? Back again. I'm Dean Thomas. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for listening. Now, not a lot going on in MMA right now, but that's all right because I want to talk directly to all the competitors. Anybody out there who is an aspiring MMA fighter who competes, I don't care, in any combat sport, if you compete, I'm talking to you today because I woke up this morning and I watched a video on Instagram with Floyd Mayweather talking about the longevity of his career, and he attributed that to taking less punishment. Now, this is something that I want to talk to you guys about because, like, if you're an aspiring fighter, this is something you don't often hear about because the game today that we talk about often is we have to be in a war. I want to be in a war. I want to battle. I want to, we're going to throw down. I'm going to be tough. But to hear Floyd Mayweather talk about it, taking less punishment. Now, regardless of your personal opinion of Floyd Mayweather, you might not like the way he fights. You might not like him as a person. You might not appreciate him as a fighter. Who knows? However, one thing you can't deny, he's undefeated. He fought for 21 years as a professional. He made more money than any other fighter. In fact, he made, I don't have the stats now, but highest paid athlete a few years in a row, or maybe whatever it was, but he's rich, put it that way. So you may not like him, but he's rich. He doesn't take a lot of damage, and he's fought for 21 years. Now, you may not want to go his route, you may not like that, but I'm going to talk to you guys about that because I think it's important to understand that if you want to have a career, a long-lasting career in this game, you have to take heed to that. Now, the problem with MMA is that we are often sold on this idea that we have to be in this back and forth crazy battle so that we can entertain the fans. And yes, I get it, this is a spectator sport, but you also have to take care of your health. If you want to be in this game for an extended period of time, you want to have more chances to make more money, to have a career, to buy a house, car, whatever, you have to be healthy and you have to be in the game. Because if you're not and you're just taking punishment, I promise you, you won't last long. Now, if you're just getting started in this game, trust me. Listen, I was in the hospital just a few weeks ago with Mark DeCasey. I don't mean to call him out, but it was a sad sight. He had his fight. It didn't go his way, and not only did it not go his way, but we spent a couple hours in the hospital. His eye was completely shut. He had a big gash over his eye, the same one that was completely shut. He had a gash over it. His nose was broken. His mouth was busted. He had blood coming down his face, just laying on the hospital bed. He couldn't drink because they needed to do a CAT scan. He was in a miserable position because of all the punishment he took in his fight. Now, they don't show you that part. That's the part you guys don't see in fights, is the hospital to many of the fighters afterwards. Now we spent that time. I mean, it was just, and it's an understatement to say how miserable of a time that was. But then, as we're sitting in the hospital, more other fighters are coming in, and they're all going through the same experience. Just taking too much punishment, taking years off of their career and years off of their life. Now, I understand you want to have exciting fights. There are ways to do it. We'll discuss that. But you also have to understand that if you want to have longevity in this game, you have to change your mindset on how it is that you want to perform when you fight. A lot of guys go out with the mindset that I'm going to bang, I'm going to be in this war, we're going to go toe-to-toe, and then you end up in the hospital afterwards with, broken noses and broken bones, and that's not where you want to be in your career. So I have two things for you, aspiring fighters. I have two things for you. One, you want to have a longer career? Focus on your defense. Okay? Focus on your defense. Footwork, awareness, your vision. What's your first line of defense? A lot of people will say, keeping your hands up. That's not it. It's your eyesight. It's your eyesight. You got to be able to see it coming, especially in MMA. You can have your hands right here, a punch will slip right through because you didn't see it coming. You weren't paying attention. Focus on your eyes. Your eyes are your first line of defense. So have good defense. And then the second thing you can do to take less punishment as a fighter, finish the fight. Finish the fight. Now guess what comes with finishing the fight? Exciting fights, because you are finishing. So focus on your finishes. If you can focus on finishing, get the fight over with, guess what? You're not in there to take any punishment. And then guess what else? You are involved in an exciting fight, and guess what? You are increasing your chances, if you're fighting in the UFC, getting a bonus. So listen to me. Focus on your defense and focus on finishing fights. Stop getting in these wars and trying to take punishment for the entertainment of others. Now, yes, I know a lot of fans out there are going to hate me for saying that, but you don't have to go to the hospital with these guys afterwards. And if you're a fighter and you're trying to entertain these fans and you're standing toe to toe to entertain these fans, I promise you this is going to be an exciting fight, and you standing toe to toe with these fans, when you're in the hospital and you're hurt and you got all these bills to pay, they're not setting up a GoFundMe page for you. They're not doing that. You're going to have to deal with that on your own. So trust me, you put on exciting fights by finishing those fights, getting out of there. You're going to have to learn how to do it properly though, because you're going to have to take chances and risks. But that's a part of having a good coach who can coach you into focusing on how to finish fights. But you got to have a good coach who knows how to do that. But take heed to what the words that I'm saying. Take less punishment in fights, because you'll have a longer career. You can have a sustainable career. And you don't want to be punch drunk by the time you're, 3 years in the game, because you were trying to have these exciting fights for the fans. You want to be an exciting fighter? Finish the fight. And there are many ways to finish fights. Knockouts, submissions, well, that's it, knockouts and submissions. But there's many ways to do that within that scope. So finish your fights, guys. Take less punishment, and you will have a longer career. And other than that, congratulations to my good dear friends Amanda Nunez and Nina Ansaroff on their engagement. I wish them the best of luck. I think they have a great relationship. I wish that people in relationships could follow the relationship that they have, because two human beings that love each other and support each other the way they do in a world where we live in now, where there's so much hate and negativity, I wish more people could follow that, the type of relationship that they have. So congratulations to them on their engagement. I wish them a lot of success and just fruitfulness in the rest of their lives and in their careers. So congratulations. And on that note, I'm out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm Dean Thomas. I'll catch y'all next week.